Today, I'm talking to an insanely talented Billboard producer who has worked with artists like Future, Isgi, YTB Fat, Lil Jeremy and many more. In this video is going to teach you how he gets placements, and then we're going to make a crazy beat together, so let's get into it. Today we are here with prodbygenie, going to ask you some questions real quick. How did you get into beat making?
Me and my longtime best friend Hocus, you guys know me, you've probably seen on my Instagram a bunch. We were really into music in like 2019, 2020, and we were like, you know what, let's try making some beats for inspiration. Like to start making beats was like the Baby, I think it was like Baby on Baby 2. Like all the beats that Jetson did on there were crazy, and we were just really inspired. We started using GarageBand, Soundtrap, BandLab, and then we eventually moved to FL Studio.
Yeah, I started with GarageBand too, man. I feel that. The second question, how did you get your first big placement?
That came from my friend Yeti. He got me a song with Cold Hearted Savage. He's one of Lil Baby's friends. That was my first kind of major type of placement. He has like 200k followers. The song's called Mind in the Ghetto. It dropped in like 2021, I think. But my first real major one was probably like Nuda, when my song Nuda came out. It's called Stand By Me. That was probably my first major one.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I would have run around my house all day. Like, another question, if you would start from scratch without any followers or connections, but you would still have your beat making skills, what would you do to get placements and to start getting these connections? I know it's hard, this one.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. First off, I'd probably start by posting like beat snippets and probably just reaching out to smaller artists. Obviously not major like ones like Drake, but artists with like 1,000 followers, 1,500 followers, not super big. I always say this to people, like having like your face like on your profile is very important, because as soon as you walk into like studios, you want people to know who you are.
Okay.
And I'd say, yeah, post beats, post pictures of yourself, make your Instagram look nice. Even if you don't got that many placements, just make yourself look nice on your Instagram. Support other producers so you can build up your own page while also building up theirs. That's probably the best advice I'd give.
Yeah, that's some real sauce, man. I wanted to try to get some placements also with smaller artists too, but I find it kind of difficult to do that. Do you have any advice to lock in with also smaller artists?
I'd say, yeah, just follow them, wait until they post sometimes artists will post like beat emails on their story, and you can say, yeah, send beats to this email, and then you can just send it, try your luck, they'll probably check it out, and then from there, if they like your beats, they'll probably message you on Instagram, and they'll say like, yeah, I like your beats, let's work on some more stuff. At the end of the day, I think if you're working with smaller artists, the sound of your beats is more important. Having a specific sound is very important.
Okay, so something unique more than something generic.
Exactly, yeah.
Like, it's really important to build a sound with an artist. A lot of producers came out like this.
Kind of like Playboy Cardi and like Pierre Bourne, like kind of how they build their sound together.
This will open like a lot of doors.
Exactly, yeah. Let's say if you and that artist make one like super crazy song, then you guys are both on the map.
That's some crazy advice, man. Thank you very much.
For sure.
Yeah, right now I wanted to make a beat with you. If you're down, we can do that.
Let's do it.
Okay, so I made this loop that I really like. It's really simple, and right now I'm going to break down how I did it. So first of all, I used the flute one from the Cryptic Analog Lab Bank, and I laid down this melody. I just went for a triplets bounce, and here we're going from E to D sharp, and there is only one semitone of distance, so it's going to sound really hard. I also did the same thing with G sharp and the A, so it's really creating tension. Then I just wanted to add some top notes here, again playing with this one semitone change, because it's always good to add a top melody on your foundation. And I just added some reverb on this. But of course I wanted to flip it, so I just rendered it, I just reversed it and sped it up, and now the progression is flipped, so I just cut it and I turned the progression as it was before. Really fire. So of course I added some bass notes. I always use this one from my Nova one-shot kit. Okay, so the next thing that I added is this guitar. I used the guitar again from my Nova one-shot kit. I used the direct wave to make a plugin. And I just used a minor chord, but I strummed it, so it has more movement and bounce, always in triplets. And here I went down to G. There is no reason for this, but I wanted to do that because it sounds fire. Okay, the next thing that I added is this choir. If you keep going up like this, it's going to create a lot of energy in your beat, and I wanted to use this for an intro. Then I pitched it down one octave. Okay, the next thing that I added is this oboe from BBC Symphony Orchestra. And here I just added some accents to make it sound better. And at the end I used it again only in the intro. The last thing that I added is this whistle. I recorded it by myself and I just added some reverb on it. And I used the auto-tune to record it. Fire intro. Yeah, the drop is going to be crazy. So yeah, I'm going to give this to prodbygenie and let's see what he's going to do with it. Okay, so prodbygenie had to go and the stream was lagging a lot. So he just sent me the final MP3 file and we're going to listen to the final result. Oh, I love that bass. That's bouncy, man. The drums aren't too crowded, but use them in the right way and they're sounding bouncy and fire. Make sure to go follow prodbygenie, the link is in the description. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, remember to drop a sub, like and comment. And check out this video if you want to learn how to make beats step by step.